So let's start today, guys. Let's start with respect to BDD Cucumber framework. Okay. So the BDD Cucumber framework is basically an test automation framework that supports behavior-driven development. Okay, and it allows developers, testers, and non-technical stakeholders to collaborate using plain English to define software behavior. Okay. See, any framework in an organization level, okay, any framework that we are trying to consider, so that might be with respect to either um, there should be having some technical knowledge. For example, if we are trying to consider TestNG as a framework or JUnit as a framework, we would require some technical knowledge in order to understand that what the code that we have written inside that particular framework, or what is the test case that we have written inside the framework. So that is a case with respect to TestNG or any other framework. But when coming with respect to the behavior driven development or BDD Cucumber framework, here the scenarios will be written in the normal English language. Okay, for example, if we are trying to consider this as our uh, test case, okay, see, it is easy to understand, right? So here we have a particular feature where we are trying to register functionality is the feature, right? And scenario is nothing but here we are making use of registering the register functionality in the application. So that is the scenario that we are trying to write, right? And what are the steps that we are writing? We are writing, I am on the register page, I enter a valid data. It is the once you look at this particular set of statements which are written in the normal English language, is easily understandable by any non-technical person, right? So that is the advantage, or that is the beauty of this behavior driven development framework. Okay, so let us try to understand that behavioral driven development, it is nothing but a software development approach which encourages collaboration between developers, QA, and business teams. That means whenever we will be writing a particular scenario, or a particular test cases for that particular application, it will collaborate the developers, because this whatever the behavioral driven development language that we will be writing, so that will be easily understandable. So every developer will understand, every business team will understand, all the QA that will be involved in the development of the test cases of the regression suite, so those will also have an understanding with respect to the test cases that have been written. So there will be a collaboration between them. Now, if it is to be written in a normal English language, then anyone can contribute with respect to this kind of test case writing, right? Anyone can contribute. Like even a developer can try to write a particular scenario, even a business can write a scenario. So there will be a proper collaboration between the teammates within the team in the Scrum. So that is an particular behavioral driven development. And requirements are written as scenarios in natural language, right? So is this written in a natural language, easy to understand, right? And this focuses on the behavior, not just functions or code, right? So this focuses on behavior, right? Not just functions or code. See, for example, what is the behavior that we are trying to do in this case? In this case, we are just trying to enter. We will be launching the register page and entering the valid data, right? Easy to understand. Test case is easy to understand. Then Cucumber is an open source tool, right? It is an open source tool, and it does not require any additional cost that to be taken for the license versions of behavior driven development. Similar to kind of Selenium or any other open source, BDD is also an open source framework. Okay, and it reads specifications written in the Gherkin syntax, right? That means whatever we will be writing in this Gherkin, this is known as a Gherkin language keywords. Okay, Gherkin language keywords. And here we will be making use of scenario, given, when. So these are all part of Gherkin language keywords. Okay. So how do we write a feature file in behavior driven development? We make use of Gherkin language keywords in order to write this particular features or scenarios. Okay. So feature will be consisting of multiple scenarios, and scenario will be an individual. Okay. And next is that it executes automated tests by matching steps in the Gherkin file to step definition in the code. See, for example, I have written one particular step. This is called as an one step in a feature file. This is a one step. Now this step will be have its own corresponding step definition. See, for example, if I go here, I am on the register page. This is the Gherkin step, right? So same step will be defined in the step definition. See, it is here. So here we will be writing I am on the register page. So this is the step definition. Okay. So this is called as a feature where we will be writing the steps with respect to Gherkin language keywords, and this is called as a step definitions, where we will be including the definitions of the steps that we have written inside the feature file. See, this is dot feature file, right? This is not Java dot Java. This is dot feature file, register dot feature, right? So this is dot Java file. This is the step definition. So whatever the feature step that we will be writing with respect to the dot feature, we will be writing their step definitions in the dot Java file. So each step will be having an step definition to it. Okay. So that are basically the features or the features with respect to the behavior driven development. First thing is that it helps us and collaboration, because we will be writing in a normal English language, due to which the collaboration or any stakeholder inside an agile can provide his input while writing the test cases, because it will be written in the normal English language. So as we are making use of this normal English language, that is called as an Gherkin keywords, we are making use of in order to write the scenarios. So it will be easily understandable by any non-technical person. He don't want any technical knowledge with respect to Java, with respect to Python or any other programming language in order to understand the particular scenario or the feature that we have written, right? And it is open source. Okay, it is an open source, and it will have a step definition for all the feature steps that we have written. Okay, so these are the characteristics with respect to the behavioral driven development, and it is basically a framework. Okay, it is a framework. Now framework is nothing but it is a collection of classes. Okay, consider this as a framework, right? It consists of a collection of classes, right? A collection of classes and packages which will be defined, which will be defining the pre-characteristics. For example, it will be have a proper feature file, it will be have a proper step definition file, it will be having a proper runner, it will be having a proper reporting tool, it will be having a proper dependency management system. For example, pom.xml file, as it is a Maven project, it will be having a proper structure, it will be having the common method that deals with the Selenium, like click, select, etc. So everything will be present within a particular project, so that can be considered as a framework. Framework will consists of all the characteristics or all the features that are required to write an automated test case. It can have a reporting tool, it will have an dependency management like pom.xml, it will have the proper page object model design, it will have dot feature file, it will be having the step definition package, a runner, everything will be designed already in the particular project, and we will be just using that particular project in order to write the test cases. So that can be considered as an framework. Okay, like this is a particular framework. Okay, so we will be seeing how to design the behavior driven development framework. Okay, but to understand what is a framework, we can consider this. Okay, so these are few characteristics with respect to BDD Cucumber. Now let us see the benefits with respect to BDD. So it is readable, right? It is easy to understand because it will be written in the normal English language. Any non-tech stakeholder can understand the test cases that are written, right? It is collaborative as it helps to align developers, testers, and the product team in order to interact. Okay, and reusable step definitions that are written or reusable, we can reuse it. Okay, and it is helpful in automating, so it integrates with test frameworks like TestNG, JUnit, Selenium, etc. Okay, so basically we'll be making use of any of the unit testing framework like JUnit, TestNG in order to integrate with behavioral driven development. Okay, so that can also be achieved with respect to the BDD Cucumber framework.